Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As promised, I'm going to be delivering more content. First of all, because it is time to plant, and second of all, I have some time on my hands. So today we're actually going to be planting some things. Let me show you what I have in mind. This bed right behind me, that's where I grew okra and a couple of melons last year, but it is 4x4 bed, 2 feet high. I want to fill that with cold hardy things, things that my family doesn't really eat, but I want to kind of get used to it, which is broccoli and cauliflower. Now, we usually do eat broccoli and cauliflower, but I have not had a successful run with them. So when they grow, they're super tiny and they take up more space than actually deliver food. Trays that I've been hardening off of Brussels sprouts and cauliflowers and different kind of cabbages. Bok choy is I already planted them, so they are doing good. I'm gonna actually keep all 6 of those bok choy, but as far as the rest of these go, I don't have space for all of them, so I will be planting some and selling some. Now, I am not trying to make a profit. However, being a college student and, you know, the struggle of tuition and money and just expenses all over the place, I would love to come out equal on this. Not make profit or anything, but just to come out without any debt on my gardening. That would be amazing. So if you're local, hit me up, support the local gardeners. Look guys, it is kind of fascinating to see all the root growth. I really am enjoying growing in these trays. I linked them down below. They've been linked down in a few of my videos, so if you would like to grow in these, it is super fascinating, and you're not damaging the roots because it comes in this tray, so it's very opaque. The roots are protected from the sun because you don't want roots to be exposed to the sun. Let's start planting. As you know, I don't have labels, or not a lot of labels, and you know that I've used them very sparingly. So I'm going to go ahead and journal in my journal where I'm going to plant what, and then go ahead and plant it. If you're a gardener, you know that you see one thing and you get carried away. So instead of writing my things in here, I decided to rough up the soil a little bit just to make it smooth. And I'm seeing some worms and life. Makes me very excited. Mother's Day is approaching. I recommend getting some gifts for her. The least you can do is say thank you for giving me birth. For me personally, I loved Legends Creek body lotion and body wash. I highly recommend. If you're interested, go check out my last video, just a little snippet of what I say about it. Now that I have my journaled in, I draw out a bed, 4x4 bed, and then I draw out where I'm gonna plant stuff. Right after bok choy here, I'm going to be planting broccoli. So what I found is the leftover steak from my tomatoes, and it's a perfect size for these plugs that I'm about to put in here. What I'm gonna do is literally just make a hole like this, and another one like so. Then I'm gonna find my broccolis. Found my broccolis. And I'm gonna take my tray. Here's my tray. I'm actually gonna go ahead and pick the biggest ones. And what you do is literally, you just push it from the bottom and the whole finger fits in there, right? Just like that. Look at that. Look at those roots. And then this plastic here also comes off. Perfect. And then we find our hole, and it's perfect, square, fits right in. Boom. Honestly, there's not a lot of things that are more satisfying than putting in the ground some suffering plants, or like I did today, putting out my little baby chicks on a green grass. So I'm gonna keep planting my bed out sparsely like this because I learned my lesson that last year I overcrowded my broccoli bed and my Brussels sprout bed First of all, I did that. Second of all, I didn't label, so I don't know which one was which. And I think I trimmed too much. So I'm going to not do that anymore. I'm trying to keep learning lessons and being better. So we'll see how that goes this year. And there we have it, fully planted bed. We have bok choy. Here we have white cauliflower, cabbage, red cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and broccoli. Now, if I can get this down this year, I might expand my cold hardy bed just like this next year. I just don't want to dedicate a ton of space for it like I did last year. I dedicated a 4x8 bed for it, and almost all of it just was complete waste. I harvested a couple of broccolis, but that's about it. And everything else just got eaten down by moths and butterflies and all of that. So I'm gonna try small, but I'm gonna dedicate my time and effort into it, and hopefully I have a beautiful cold hardy bed here. Now I have still quite a few plants left. So here I have a whole bunch of cabbages still left, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and cauliflowers. So I'm gonna go ahead and pot these guys up. The rest of these plants are gonna go into these pots, and I'm going to label them with a Sharpie on the top of this pot, just because, again, I don't have labels. And I'm gonna snap a picture of these, post it on Facebook Marketplace, and hope that I can sell all of these so people can grow some plants in their own gardens. All right, everything is potted up. The pictures are snapped. I got mud all over me, of course. Last thing to do is to water these guys in. Of course, I got carried away watering the garden in this really peaceful, almost night time. I don't know what it is about it, but I just really enjoy watering my plants with a hose by hand. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tagging along on my planting day, my potting up day, and I know I've started late. I know I did, but I can feel it. It's gonna be an exciting gardening year, and I hope you guys go garden a little, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.